Hello. Today I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about our cloud spending intentions report for 2013. And what this looks at is where the mid-range and enterprise companies have spent or are planning to spend money on cloud computing looking forward into the year coming. One of the things that really stood out to me, there's two or three things that really stood out, and one of them is that 6% of IT budgets today are spent on cloud computing. Now, that doesn't sound like a big number, but when you consider the fact that many enterprises spend 80% of their budget just keeping the lights on the things that they already have running. So if they're looking forward into the year and they're planning on spending 6% of their budget on cloud, that's a fairly significant part of their budget. The second one is that if we look at the kind of companies, the number of companies, we had about 504 respondents, I think, to our survey. And if you look at how many of them are already spending money on cloud computing, the number came out to be about 54%, which is over the midway point, which is good. The second part is people who are planning on spending money on the cloud this year is another 34%. So the total of that is 88%. That means we've definitely crossed the chasm. This is no longer market hype, but we've really gotten to the point where cloud is a serious and significant investment from an IT point of view. The last thing I want to talk about today is the fact that security is the big item that comes up all the time when you talk about cloud. And as we suspected, number one concern in the cloud is security. It won hands down again this year. But the thing that was really interesting is when we talk about the benefits of cloud computing, out of the top 10 things, number 5 or 6, right around there, security was one of the top benefits as well. So is it one of the biggest problems or is it one of the biggest benefits? And the answer is that I think there's this opportunity for large-scale data centers, which are cloud, to provide some of the best security capabilities on the planet when it comes to managing the IT resources there. And then on the other hand, it's also really incumbent on the enterprise to have a good security program internally, because it's really not going to get any better when you go to a cloud service provider. So bottom line is, make sure your own house has got a good security program, and then instill those same requirements on your cloud service provider. And I think you'll end up with the kind of security profile that you want when it comes to cloud computing. So that being said, this is a significant report. It's about 45 or so pages long, and you can find it on our website. And I highly recommend taking a look at some of the other trends that are broken down and having to do with the top applications in the cloud, who are the big adopters, et cetera. There's a great amount of information there. Thank you very much. And I look forward to continuing the conversation on cloud computing with you.